After the Meteorology Department confirmed the El Nino rains this month, government is concerned about the laxity exhibited by some individuals who have stubbornly refused to vacate disaster-prone areas. These include the east and western parts of the country, among them Kasese, Bududa, among others. Government says Uganda is to experience landslides in these areas.
So you find that since the mitigation measures and prevention measures have not been implemented fully, then we should expect a lot of work. And we also know very well that it is easier to mobilize the forces in an emergency response than even the civilians.
Disaster and Preparedness Minister Hilary Oneke says disaster losses and damages are on the increase, and with the coming rains, the situation will worsen. While commissioning the UPDF disaster response team that will handle emergencies in Kampala, Oneke apportioned blame on the current situation, poor structures, and some fake city engineers.
Provision for emergency exits. Imagine I'm here sitting and I'm the mayor of Kampala, I'm here, and I have a hostile councillors here. I have no exit here.
The disaster team has been warned of some hard-to-reach areas with no access in case of any disaster. This, as the minister decreed, has increased clearing of the vegetation cover that aid disasters during rainy seasons.
Cutting down all the trees, the hillside, all the cultivation going up, not knowing that that is a recipe for landslide.
Besides Kampala, the team will as well handle national emergencies now that they have trained in incident command system and management.
So Office of the Prime Minister, in its mandate according to the policy for national disaster preparedness and management, is therefore training 20% of UPDF to build their capacity in terms of disaster preparedness and management. So they have been we have been training them from Gaddafi Barracks, Jinja, at the non-commissioned officers academy.
Kampala has for years struggled with natural disasters like floods, especially in the areas of Bwaise, Nalukolongo, and Chambogo due to lack of experts to handle emergencies. This has resulted into loss of lives and destruction of property worth millions.
Apart from the natural disasters, we have a lot of fuels stored within the city. For example, Shell Uganda is storing about 5 million liters of petrol and diesel, and these are highly flammable substances within the city center. So you find that in the event of a fire in the city, the explosion that will take place within the city, it cannot be something that can be handled by only the civilian authority.
The training of UPDF officers is contained in the 2010 National Policy for Disaster Preparedness and Management, which calls for civil-military cooperation, whereby 20% of officers in every military are to be trained and offer support whenever disaster occurs.